Oh, hello. Is that you, Pisces? Welcome to your Path of True Love reading with me, Mark A. Lyons, for the month of July 2019. This is the last in the series that I'm doing. By the way, this is my first series I've ever done this way. I've been reading cards for a very, very long time, but really got the inspiration to do this series to give it a shot. If you go to my website, the whole Path of True Love thing will make a little bit more sense. drawingthecircle.com, just like it sounds, drawingthecircle.com, all one word, and you'll get some info about me and my work and my path, etc. Yeah, I am a Pisces moon. Let's just get right to it, shall we? So I have to say, tuning into all of the different zodiacal signs in terms of sun, moon, rising, and Venus, preparing before each one and getting my guidance and my channels of divinity in alignment and all of that, doing my hair, making sure I look good, make sure, all of that together. They've all been different, but this one, because I'm a Pisces moon, the tune-in was like, oh, the cats were all of a sudden like, what's going on? And they were like all of a sudden on me. I was like, uh-oh. So, the only thing I could do to prepare to do these is spiritual practice, open up, ask, pray, use me, and then tune me to the particular sign, the sun, the moon, the rising, the Venus. But this time with Pisces, it was like, whoa, it was like tuning into the ocean. So this should be fun. Dolphin and shark, the two fish. Let's see what happens. If this is the first video of this series that you're watching, this is the last time I have to do this. I'm not doing this again. I'll say to people, refer to the first sign. I work with three different channels of divinity. I am a mystic, and I use three different decks, not just in these readings, but professionally. I will travel from Manhattan to Montauk. I live on Long Island. But we negotiate the price of that with gas and everything and the time of day, and that's a little tricky. But I also do these readings exactly like you're seeing right now, except you're on the other side talking to me. Hopefully webcam, in some way. We'll make it work. If you Facebook Messenger has been very helpful for that. Truth and harmony. We're off to a good start. Oh boy, here we go. So the deck that I use to read with the angels, means of communication, today is the Gabrielite angels, the angels of water, and I use a Doreen Virtue Healing Angel Oracle deck. They get faster each time, I hope, when I do this. My gods, I work with a pantheon of 12 Greek Hellenic gods, or Hellenic Greek gods, as you so choose to order that. Think 12 thrones, one for each sign of the zodiac. A different god or goddess is sitting in one of them all the time, always in attendance, but they switch out and swap out, except for a handful that are there on a permanent basis. And though all the gods are welcome to chime in and influence the information of the reading in a way that is for the well-being of all, because that's our agreement, in the throne of Pisces sits the goddess Diana for me, and this is the ring, my Diana ring, and I wear it on my wedding ring finger. She is my natal mother because I am a Pisces moon. I was told to take off every other piece of divine totem jewelry except for this pentacle. Got at the Lilith Fair. How long ago was that? This is for Dionysus, my Virgo. He sits in the throne of Virgo. And Leo, my Leo rising. So that's Apollo. So that's my, it's with gold lantern, witch, right? And at my ear, I've got Hermes, my pentacle there, because Hermes always has my ear, even when I'm not wearing it. Boy, gay pride New York City, did he ever? Okay, so I use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Oh, great. On the bottom of the deck, Ace of Blades, the Sibyl, the Oracle of Delphi. Hold your water, Oracle. Oh, my God. I really hope Sally Field sees that someday anyway. So it really feels like Diana, my mystic, the mystic witch in me, my archetype, because I have Pisces, because I am Leo rising, I have Pisces in the 8th house, the usually ruled by Scorpio. So when I'm feeling the collective, honey, I'm feeling the collective. And so we're going to talk about that today. I have a feeling, my fishy brothers and sisters. Let's get schooled like fish. Then there are the Ascended Masters. As aforementioned in previous videos of this series, talking about them is relatively new in my experience, though in my experience, apparently they've always been there. They've always been watching little old me, Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short, guiding. I mean, I had some real full-blown Ascended Master experiences back in the early 90s with Saint Germain. He's a trickster. He's a lot of fun. Cute, too. Nice washboard abs. But when they have sort of started popping around here the past month or so, yeah, it's been weird to talk about, but I love them. So go reference the other videos if you want more info on them, or Google it, but beware, you're going to get a lot of tinfoil hat woo-woo land. Like the mayor of tinfoil hat woo-woo land is... I'm not going to say what I was just about to say. Good, it functions, still working. I use the Love Pack by Chuck Spezzano to communicate with the Ascended Masters. That done, we're locked and loaded. Selenite in hand. You know, my 3 decks, they sit on charging decks of selenite, like they're cell phones or something. Well, I guess they sort of are symbolic cell phones. So, the goddess Diana, Mother Moon. Mother Moon, Mother Moon, Mother Moon. I surrender to you, your grace, your guidance, that you may flow through me. For the sign of Pisces, on the path of true love, Pisces sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for the month of July 2019. No, gotta feel right. That one. Oh, yeah, you got 2 in. I love this so much. Because remember, as impersonal as I can be, which is why I'm doing the extra prayer, mystical stuff to do this. So I'm not influencing it. I can't not look at my own stuff as it pops up. Well, let's start with meditation. The angels are saying meditation, even though it's such an interesting word, especially with Diana sort of guiding all of this. Meditation. People, I've spent days in meditation, and you know, that's my path. I don't recommend it. You gotta get shit done, right? Cat's gotta get fed, gotta scoop litter, the whole 9. My hand is shaking. Gabrielites, steady me. I know you're the angels of water, but help me do this. Forgiveness. All right. Now, it's not that I'm a scourge. I'm not a scourge of forgiveness. I'm a student and teacher of A Course in Miracles. I may be one of the few witches on planet Earth that actually integrate it and teach it, not just in word, but in life. Which, that's, meditate on forgiveness and forgive meditation and meditate. Let's just move on to the next deck. That's like, oh no, what does that mean? Can you feel it? Or am I feeling you, Pisces? And here's the thing, Pisces, particularly Pisces moons. Because that I know, right? We're not just feeling our stuff. We are energetically insensitive empaths. Now, that's true. It kind of doesn't matter where Pisces is in your chart in that sense, I would think. But you're prone to fantasy or mysticism, which means like it's either spiritual practice or addictive attachments. It's a nice way of saying it. Dolphin, shark, guppy, barracuda. And it's keeping that in balance, because we also came into these lives under these zodiacal contracts to enjoy the emotional experience. But keep in mind what you're feeling. For this reading in particular, they're giving me a percentage. What you're feeling 50% of the time, on average, of all who I'm reading in the collective here, because there's a crap ton of Pisces. This is a select, but select can be like tens of thousands of people. 50% of what you're feeling is the collective, and you're making them error. It's an error everybody makes, that it's all you. It's not. There's a 50% of it that is personal, your own. Oh my God, that's your own emotional baggage, but then the other 50% is the collective. So what you're healing holographically within yourself, you're healing for the collective. So now I really ask, oh, my mother, Diana. Yes, I know I call her my mother. I have many mothers. Hey, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a fag witch. Keep your sense of humor, people. I'm all about the love. Yeah, I am more and more like a fucking choice. Okay, love what rises. Diana, I know all the other gods are stepping aside. Here we go. Three of Pentacles, my favorite minor arcana card in the deck. It is the clay woman, she who takes the dirt beneath her feet and makes something beautiful and practical, which is a Virgo thing. And I'm a Virgo thing. Thank the gods, I contracted to be a Virgo. We'll get to that. That's cool, because particularly with forgiveness and meditation, that's kind of saying everything that you need is here, all the ingredients, you just got to make your initial beginning, and we'll talk about that. Because now my masters. my masters of true love. Please give us one card, an overview, the master's view. Kuan Yin, is that you? That's Milky Way. The Divine Timing of Cats, the next book in the series from Mark A. Lyons. Come on up. Come on. I made a chair here for you. Come up, lay down, be good. Come on. Stare at my hand. Cats, he's the Taurus. Anyway, masters. If he jumps up, I'll pick him up. I'll show you. He won't let me pick him up, though. Hey, bugger. Yes. Melchior. Look at those eyes. I'm telling you, he's hybrid black cat owl. I love you. Go play. Go lay down. That was the first time on any of these videos I was able to do that. I'm surprised it was him. Sending that love out. My masters, please. One card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, the path of true love for July 2019. Two. One for each fish. Oh boy. Infidelity and neediness. Well, I guess the angels were right. Holy fuck balls. Oh my God. And the spread of it, we've got two cards for the angels. I'll pop this picture up in editing now. Two cards for the angels, the one tarot, the Three of Pentacles, and then the two masters draw infidelity and neediness. So let's look at this. Going back to the angels, tuning in, forgiveness is a tricky thing because we were raised with many different versions of it, and a lot of people don't realize there's more than the one they think of, because the type of forgiveness we were taught was not the original. The original really is based in unity consciousness, that we are all one. Hence, if you consider yourself empathic, which I don't know anybody with a strong Pisces placement that doesn't, then that is your means, M-E-A-N-S, of diagnosis, really. Empathy is a diagnostic skill, and diagnostic intuitive skill, and there are many different levels of it, like 7 chakras. You could say there are 7 different intuitive voices. So to meditate upon forgiveness means to not just I forgive, although that'll work if there's really heart in it. Sometimes the simpler the better. Water signs in general, like, and air signs in general, sometimes it go with one that really, I'm willing to forgive, because that's all it takes is a small willingness. But with meditation, it's about running that forgiveness through your system and saying to whatever rises in that willingness, oh my God, by the way, my arms are crossed and my legs are crossed. Could I be any more of a Virgo, reading my own moon sign, which is also my opposite? It's about whatever is behind that castle wall of who you are, right? It's like the world sees the outside of that castle wall, everything behind that castle wall, and within 7 mansions that have all sorts of doors and hallways and chambers and stuff that we have hidden from ourselves within the memory of the soul. This life, other lives, who knows? Mysticism, right? And there's stuff in there that is collective as well, stuff that's gotten over the wall, as it were. So this is not about going room by room and cleaning out, because that's not, we can't be completely aware of the entire process, because it's where the subconscious and the unconscious mind, and this is, I could talk about this shit forever. So to make it brief right now, this is really the clarifying card, which is about taking what you have and working with it. But working with it how? By contemplating the forgiveness, your willingness to forgive. And what is it that the masters are saying to look at? They're saying to look at infidelity and neediness. Now, I know, I told you this, by the way, in other videos. I forgot to say it this time. This Chuck Spezzano love pack's got some womp womp cards in it. We're gonna pull some more. I'm not leaving it at this. We're gonna look at what this is. And even though, yes, infidelity is about sleeping with somebody else. See, the thing is I am single. And yes, I would love to manifest my true love marriage partnership, blah, 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 soulmate, schmollmate, twin flame, so many jumbled words about what's essentially a divine experience in physical form with another. When this card comes up with people who are like not in a relationship, they're like, infidelity? I ain't with nobody that could be cheating on me, and there's nobody for me to be into. So then if that's not it, because I'm feeling like, yeah, that might be playing out for some of you, but that's a tiny percentage. And that's part of destiny too. That's part of the fate. That's part of the contract. But they're more steering me to the larger percentage over here, which is about you not being true to yourself. That you have set certain boundaries, certain rules, certain things that you wouldn't do or you would. And that there's a touch of sabotage in there. For example, you're so damn intuitive, you know it was the wrong thing to do, but you went against it. You knew anyway, because your hunger and your desire, oh, there it is, your neediness overrode. So now I could totally see how that could play itself out with somebody who is in a monogamous committed relationship, and their sexual needs are not getting met. And so they have an affair. And if that's your case, Pisces, either side of that, I am not even going to, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot selenite, honey. No. You know which side you're on. And by the way, like I said, there's more than that single way of looking at this card. It feels way more about you not being true to something to yourself, cheating on yourself. And Pisces, you're one of the dualistic signs, right? What else is there? Well, there's Libra, right? The 2 signs. We don't usually think of that as a dualistic sign, but kind of is, right? And we've got Gemini. We've got Gemini, right? So what other dualistic sign is there? It's Pisces, the 2 fish. So there might be, this like true love crusader, right? Hero, really, the true love, the path of true love. In my experience, this is what the new book is about. Is about being a hero on the journey of the path of true love, and it's got pitfalls, and it's got joys, and it's got poppies, the whole 9. It's a hero's journey. So remember, you might be connecting to stuff in this month that has to do when your neediness took over and moved you into infidelity. Either side, whether that's going on now or has gone on before, whether you played, here's the words, thank you, mother, victim or victimizer. Just remember, I'll speak for myself, the key to forgiveness is remember that the only things anyone has ever done to you is what was done to them. Does the chain break? with you or not. Path of true love, we're in chains. We are in chains of illusion, but damn, they feel real. Preach, Brother Melchior. Where are you? Where are your brothers? I'm down here. Your brothers over there. I think he forgets where we are in the house. I know he was just here. Either that or he wants his cookie treats. Those temptations, aptly named marketing team on that one. But, you know, even that whale that he just made, it's like, that's a little apropos. It's like, neediness, right? Neediness immediately says to me, there's a child inside of you that needs your attention. Now, you might say, my God, he's been saying that in just about every single video. Well, the only way out is through. That's why we got the card meditation here with forgiveness. This is about take it behind the castle wall. Go look, not go look, they'll rise up. As you think about, you know, the path of true love, as you think about infidelity, as you get in touch with your own neediness and give it a voice, don't act on it. That's why it's behind the castle wall, people. Really entering the castle, Caroline Mace. This is, I could do a whole video on her. I, for her sake, won't. I adore her, I respect her. But the original image and work on the Castle of the Soul is Saint Teresa of Avila. And I went there as well. I thank you, Caroline, for pointing me in that direction. So there's a lot going on here, but we're not leaving it at this. I really, really feel like the two angel cards are dead on. We got that. That feels like the Gabrielites, which the angels of water, just like splash, right? From the goddess herself. Clay work it, mold the clay. You have everything you need. They want me to clarify. Okay. So Three of Pentacles for me is very, very much, oh, like I'm going to make lasagna tomorrow, maybe tonight, depends. So I went food shopping this morning at 6 a.m. because it's 4th of July. You don't know when I'm ever doing these things. So I got in there really early, zipped around the place, was out of there in 20 minutes. So literally, oh, I've got a Three of Pentacles moment going on in my kitchen. I've got the noodles, I got the cheese, I've got just about everything I need to make what I'm going to make. But it ain't lasagna yet, right? It's only a 3, initial completion. He's like, I'm out. It's so weird doing it with the backwards camera. Anyway, so where you are, Pisces, right now, it's like, okay, all of the pieces are in place for you to now engage, but it really feels like an interior engagement. And they're saying pull MasterCard. I'm not calling them MasterCards. It's a credit card company. Not doing that. Fear of inadequacy jumped. Oh, fuck. Can we have a healing card on this? Intimacy and the villain. Ooh. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. So looking at the story that's playing out here, one other card, one more, tarot. Mama, clarifier, overall, there you are. Libra, relationships. This is an interior 4 alarm, possibly 5 alarm, path of true love. Read. Okay, with the fear of inadequacy, well, actually intimacy came up, but intimacy with fear of inadequacy, that might be what is kind of spurring on the neediness there. And that someone is being or playing the role of the villain. What did I say before? Victim, victimizer. Well, victimizer is the villain, so you could say victim, villain. But you see the alchemy out of the spiral, because that's the thing, because no one has ever done anything to you that wasn't done to them. It literally is a ping pong thing of back and forth. So you go victim, victimizer, victim, victimizer, but you don't realize that often who you're victimizing is yourself. You're like, no, I never, I'm kind to all souls, but to yourself, right? One, oh, the shark attacking the dolphin. I've never seen that before. Thank you, Mother. So in terms of intimacy, and we're not just talking sexual intimacy here, Pisces, I know as much as I can be an integral slut, right? A slut with integrity. Because once a man puts a ring on this finger that I did not put there, that I accept to wear there, that's it. Then he gets all the benefit of my wisdom from every lifetime too. Ooh. I really want a honeymoon at Hogwarts, you know, down in Florida. Hogwarts, Florida, that sounds a little off. But there is a fear of inadequacy in there that I'm not good enough, and I'm not going to make fun of that either. Everybody's got their story. But if you are playing the villain, if the other is playing the villain, we're looking at the victor archetype, the archetype of victory, and the way you alchemize the lead of victim, villain, victimizer into the victor, right? The spoils of war go to the victor. It's through forgiveness, and particularly boundaries and self-esteem. Go read Carolyn May's Sacred Contracts. You could probably skip right to the chapter on the victim archetype. There's a lot in there. And look, let's be clear, Pisces, we can be martyrs, particularly well, Pisces moon, I'll speak for myself, I usually martyr alone silently, which can lead to intense passive aggressive shit, and I clock that in myself now. Why? Because that's just a child inside that has not gotten its share or its voice, and it's angry, it's pissed, or it's been hurt, or it's crying. And attached to the personal part of the hologram in there is the connection to all hearts who have ever gone through this. So I really, really say to you, my Piscean brothers and sisters, we are being schooled, and pardon the pun, that's in there. We are all in this sea, this ocean together, and it might feel a little Bermuda Triangle-y. And because if there's infidelity, there's a Bermuda triangulation. That's not me, that's them. Let's take a moment. I say this from my fishy Pisces moon soul to yours, the mystic that I am, and with the blessings of the Gabrielites, the goddess Diana, my mother mystic, and the ascended masters of true love as a collective. I am so sorry for whatever happened to you that brought this on, but I tell you this, in the larger scheme of things, it's all part of the divine plan, particularly on the path of true love. That the opportunity here, they're saying pick one of the angels, for the opportunity here is for self-acceptance. This is not about anybody else forgiving you. It's about you forgiving you. And to mold that clay of the clay woman into something beautiful and practical. If everything's part of the divine plan, then we've done nothing wrong. All the world's a stage. It's men and women, merely actors. And one of them is looking for his brothers, and they're down here. Come here, you stubborn little sweetheart. Here he is. Yay, we got him twice. Oh, see, that's the thing. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. And it's sort of like Melky, he is my youngest, is like that child inside that's been betrayed, that has betrayed itself, that carries some stuff there, thinking that it's all alone and isolated and the only one that ever has. And that's why I meditate upon forgiveness. Make your prayers. Get that. If you could have done better, you would have done better. And here's the big one. Everybody is doing the best they can, because everyone is fighting a battle. Everyone is fighting a battle inside. And most of us are completely unaware of it. This is something to address for the month. So by all means, Pisces, you do reach out. Reach out to me, reach out to counselors, reach out to friends that you can have that confidentiality that does not degrade into gossip. There's a difference between confession and gossip. This is third chakra time, the fifth chakra, fifth Sabbath, right? We're in Letha summer solstice tide. to really chew on this, and maybe keep your mouth shut too. Do both, but really only share in safe and sacred space, even if it's to your gods. And by all means, I would think with the amount of selenite on the table, Diana herself in me, through me, in my DNA at the moment. Call to the Divine Mother, whatever your lens or name that you call her by. I love you all, Pisces. We'll get through this, and believe me, I'll be channeling some serious grace for us all tonight after this, so that, full circle, we may be free of the chains that bind us. It is, after all, the 4th of July when I'm doing this. So, to end off this series, take a deep breath. My angels, my gods, my masters, help us break chains of illusion and set all things to right, reveal what has been hidden, and bring true love to light. May we all be blessed. May all hearts be blessed. May all of life be blessed with the grace of true love, that it may conquer all. Thank you. And for the rest of y'all, hail, farewell, blessed be.